Your brain is an amazing piece of biological hardware. It can solve problems, invent languages, dream in 4K resolution, and replay every embarrassing moment of your life with perfect emotional clarity, yet somehow forget where you put your keys 30 seconds ago. And no, that's not because you're broken. It's because your brain has its own version of a delete button, one it uses constantly, quietly, and with a level of passive-aggressive judgment that would make a reality show diva proud. We tend to imagine memory as some big library in our skull, where information gets neatly filed away until we need it. But the truth is much messier. Your brain acts more like a grumpy librarian who has decided that half your memories are useless clutter and is aggressively tossing things out when you're not paying attention. Scientists call it memory pruning. I call it your brain cleaning house without asking permission. This pruning mostly happens while you sleep. Picture your brain putting on rubber gloves, grabbing a spray bottle, and marching through your neurons like, nope, don't need this, don't need that. Definitely don't need the name of that kid you sat next to in second grade. Sleep isn't just about resting. It's when your brain does its nightly maintenance, shrinking some connections, strengthening others, and basically Marie Kondo-ing your memories. If a memory doesn't spark joy, or at least spark usefulness, it's going straight to the trash bin. But here's where things get interesting. Your brain isn't just deleting random stuff. It's optimizing. Every memory you encode takes energy, space, and a surprising amount of metabolic effort. Keeping every detail you've ever seen or heard would burn through your brain's resources faster than opening 47 Chrome tabs on a 10-year-old laptop. Forgetting, in a strange way, is the only thing that keeps you functioning. It's not a flaw. It's a feature. A very annoying feature, sure, but still a feature. Of course, your brain doesn't always get it right. Sometimes it deletes things you actually needed, like that important password, or your aunt's birthday, or the one fact you studied all night for that exam. Meanwhile, it hangs on tightly to memories that are absolutely worthless, like the jingle from that cereal commercial you heard once in 2009. This is because your brain doesn't judge memories based on how much you like them. It judges based on emotional intensity, repetition, and perceived importance. So if something scares you, annoys you, or embarrasses you, congratulations, your brain will keep it forever. One of the strangest discoveries in neuroscience is that forgetting actually makes you smarter. When you learn something new, your brain builds fresh connections, and if those connections overlap with older, irrelevant ones, your brain starts trimming the old ones away so the new ones can grow stronger. This process is called synaptic downscaling, which is a fancy way of saying your brain is reorganizing the garage and throwing out your old stuff so it can fit new stuff. Without this daily reset, your thoughts would become noisy, tangled, and chaotic, like trying to listen to a podcast while 12 other shows play at the same time. Now, this delete button doesn't just work on memories. It works on your sense of place, too. You've probably walked into a room and instantly forgotten why you went in there. That's not just you being scatterbrained. That's your brain partitioning information by environment. When you move from one space to another, your brain quietly decides that your new location might require different information, so it dumps the stuff it thinks doesn't apply. It's like walking through a mental doorway that resets a chunk of your short-term memory. Scientists call this the doorway effect, but it's basically your brain going, new room, new rules. Previous mission, deleted. One of the funniest quirks of memory deletion is how your brain loves to interfere at the worst possible moment. You'll be telling a story, and suddenly, bam, you forget the main character's name. Or you're giving a presentation, and your brain just evaporates a word you've known your whole life. It's not sabotage. It's your brain reallocating bandwidth in real time. When you're stressed, nervous, or overstimulated, your brain goes into survival mode and stops retrieving anything it deems non-essential. Unfortunately, your vocabulary is often on that list. But even though forgetting can be frustrating, it's part of what makes you human. Imagine remembering every detail of every day, every conversation, every emotion, every face, every sound. It wouldn't make you a genius. It would make you miserable. People with rare near-perfect recall conditions often struggle because they can't escape their memories. They can't let go. They can't forget the painful parts. Your brain deletes for your own sanity. So the next time you misplace your phone, forget that one actor's name or blank out mid-sentence. Don't panic. Don't call yourself forgetful. Just remember, your brain is running its own show behind the scenes. It's optimizing, cleaning, trimming, and occasionally being a little bit petty about what it thinks you do and don't need. Forgetting isn't failure. It's maintenance. And if your brain ever deletes this video, don't take it personally. Just come back and watch it again. Your neurons might keep that memory, especially if you hit the like button. Your brain loves positive reinforcement after all.